Okay. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the March Project Prevent statewide meeting. This is Laura, and I have Stephanie with me. We're going to try to kind of move quickly because we have a lot of stuff to cover. I can't believe it's already March. We're like a week and a half away from spring break, and the school year is just really flying by. For me, anyway, I feel like it is. Okay, so the first thing I wanted to start with is we have Kick Butts Day coming up a week from today, 2 weeks from today. Yes, it's on the 20th. Kick Butts Day is a national day for students to organize and rally to work on eradicating tobacco use and getting rid of it entirely. So there's all types of activities and things that students do all over the country. Unfortunately for Arkansas, it seems like Kick Butts Day always lands right in the middle of spring break, but that doesn't mean that you can't still do activities kind of in recognition of Kick Butts Day. So there is one that's happening here in Little Rock, and there are several groups that work together to do this every year. They rally at the Capitol, and they'll do a march at the state Capitol. This will be next Wednesday, March the 13th. And it is in recognition of Kick Butts Day, but it's asking students to pledge to be alcohol, tobacco, and other drug-free in 2019. There's a link here where you can read all about the event that day and then register a group for it too. So if you are close by in Central Arkansas and would like to come, the time and the meeting location and everything's included in that link. I think they're going to have pizza for everyone and lots of things going on. Stephanie and I will be there. We did it last year and it was a lot of fun. There were a couple hundred students there last year. But if you go to kickbuttsday.org, if you have some events coming up that you want to go ahead and register, they have a lot of good resources and other activity ideas and things there too. I'll mention several links today, so don't feel like you have to write them all down. I'm going to attach all of those in the email that I send out with the recording of today's meeting. So that's Kick Butts Day. I want to keep it on everybody's radar. So the Kick Butts Day March 20th logo that's in the top right-hand corner of your screen is going to be on just about every slide today, just to kind of keep it in everyone's mind. So I want to give a chapter update. We are up to 850 student members across the state. I think in February I was bragging because we had just gotten over 800, but it still amazes me. This is our most recent count, but I know that a lot of your chapters are continuing to grow, and I'm just so proud of the work that you guys are doing. We have 52 chapters. We're covering 38 counties. If you look at this map of the state, all of the light blue counties have one Project Prevent chapter within the county. The dark blue have 2 chapters within the county, and then in Pulaski County, we actually have 3 chapters here. So we have a broad reach all across the state. I'm really happy with this. I feel like, we've got all 4 corners covered, and I'm really, really proud that, at the end of the school year last year, we had 20 chapters and 340 members. So we have really, really grown this year. My goal for next year will be to fill in all of these white spots that we have on this map. But so far, I'm just thrilled with the work that you guys have done this year. And with that, I just want to remind you, every time you do an actual activity, if you host an activity, whether that's reading to the elementary students or putting up a table of information out at a ball game, anything like that, be sure that you report that activity on our webpage, on our website, sosprojectprevent.com. You just scroll down to where it says chapters, what's your chapter doing, and you click on that red bar that says let us know. It's a very short, simple report to do. Students can do this. Advisors don't have to be the one to do this. That just basically asks who you are, what activity you did, when and where you did it. It's very, very simple. This is the best way for us to keep track of all of the tobacco control activities that students are doing all over the state. So please remember that. And then next, Stephanie is going to update us on our Instagram challenge.
So if you remember last month's meeting, we challenged you that we wanted to try to reach 500 followers on our Instagram. And when we told you about this, we had 253 followers. And now, thanks to you, we have a drum roll. 372 followers now. So we're getting closer to 500. We're super excited, but we obviously still have a little bit of a ways to go. So we want you to tell your friends, keep telling them to follow us. If you have your phone right now, take it out and search SOS Project Prevent and follow us. That way you can keep updated on everything that's going on and also participate in the fun things like trivia,
which I think is coming up next.
So now that we're talking about Trivia Tuesday, we have our winners for this month, and our winners this month are Emma._.Daves, Anna Andrews.11, and Marcy Flowers with 2 S's. So if this is you or if this is your friend and you want to let them know, these are our winners for this week, and you can just email me at bellsm@archildrens.org and make sure you include your mailing address. That way we can get your prize to you. And another exciting thing that we have is we now have a YouTube channel, which we're super excited about. And so the YouTube channel is where we will begin putting all of our statewide meetings. So it'll be an easy way for you to go and watch those. And then also right now we have some of the Ready, Set, Record videos uploaded on there that you can go and watch. And we're working on getting the rest of those posted. So we'll be able to share the statewide meetings on our YouTube channel and the Ready, Set, Record videos. And also any other tobacco prevention videos we'll be able to share on there and can pass that out so you can see those things as well. So once you visit our channel, go and look us up on YouTube and be sure to subscribe.
Good. And then, again, with all the links and things that I'll attach to this statewide meeting email, I'll attach the link to this month's meeting for YouTube, but I also will still include that Dropbox link. I know that some schools don't have access to YouTube, so you'll always get both links at the end of each statewide meeting, the Dropbox link and the YouTube link as well. Okay. And speaking of Ready, Set, Record, we just had our film festival a couple of weeks ago, and we had a great turnout. It was a lot of fun. The videos this year were so fantastic. We had, I think I mentioned last month, 152 entries. We had 152 videos that were entered into the project. And last year, I think we had like 128, so it was up from last year. With those 152 videos, that was 405 students that worked on those. And like I said, we had some really good entries this year. Some of our Project Prevent chapters were winners. So Charleston High School was a big winner. Lisa Academy West, which is here in Little Rock, was a winner as well. And then Valley View High School, that's in Jonesboro, and Extreme Youth, which is in El Dorado. So we had Project Prevent chapters that were winners this year. I was really excited to see that. Of course, Stephanie and I don't get to judge. We do get to see all of them, but to be fair, we don't judge. And then we had some chapters that were able to just come to Little Rock for the day and be able to watch the film festival. So we were happy to have Barton Junior High there, which is also in El Dorado. So they were supporting their friends that were winners. And then Cross County High School, you guys are so good about making that 2-hour drive and showing up, and we appreciate that. And then Nashville High School, I felt so bad. I don't know what happened, but I didn't get to see you guys. So Miss Wakely, I'm sorry. And Nashville students, I hate that I didn't get to talk to you, but I'm glad that you were able to be there. And then I finally got to meet Miss Harvey and her students in Stuttgart. So Stuttgart High School was able to come too, and I'm so glad because Miss Harvey and I have missed each other probably 3 times. We've talked on the phone and emailed and everything else, but we finally got to meet face to face, and I was really excited about that. So again, on our YouTube channel, we have several of these videos that are already posted, and we're working on getting the rest of them up too, so you guys can see those. And when we finish one project, we always are going right into the next one. So My Reason to Write is open. This is a writing project for grades 2nd through 8th. They are able to enter either an essay or a poem or song lyrics. And it is divided based upon your grade level, how many words or how long the poems have to be and that type of thing. All of that information is on our website. If you just go to sosprojectprevent.com and scroll down and click on My Reason to Write, all of the information is there. This project runs until entries can be accepted until April 15th. So there's still another month or so left. So if you are within these grades, I know we do have several junior highs and middle schools that fall within these grades. So we encourage you guys to participate, but also I know that several of the high school chapters have been promoting it to their elementary schools. So we thank you guys for that. We have some extra posters that look like this My Reason to Write poster that's here on the left. And all of the words that are kind of coming out of the center there are, they're like stickers, and you can move them around and make sentences, and it's pretty cool. But we have several extras that we're getting in the mail to you guys this week, so be looking for those too. If you have any questions or anything about My Reason to Write, please just let us know. The prizes are pretty great prizes. There's not an event once the winners are chosen, but Stephanie and I will travel around the state and award the winners. But we give out Chromebooks and Nook tablets with a Barnes & Noble gift card and Beats headphones. So pretty good prizes. So let us know if you have any questions about that. And then we want to get to the chapter activities that you guys have been working on. I love getting the pictures. I've gotten several this past month or so that I want to share. Just a quick reminder, every time you do an actual activity, be sure that you report that on our website. Just go down to chapters and click Let Us Know. So let's start with Berryville is up first. And this is Berryville High School, and they set up an informational booth at one of their basketball games, which is a great idea because probably everyone in town is attending that ball game for one reason or another, whether they have students that are playing, cheering, or in the band or whatever. They just had a really big crowd. It was a good place to put a booth, and they had great information too. You can see all of their handouts. They even had some snacks and some silicone bracelets and that type of thing. They have their Mr. Grossmouth model that they were using. So good event and a good opportunity to do tobacco outreach and tobacco education. There's another picture from Berryville at the same event. I just really like the look on these two students' faces. They're looking at the jar of tar. So it's all of the tar that builds up in someone's lungs after smoking. And then they actually had an article in their local newspaper about Project Prevent and the things that they're doing. They're working on, they're doing a coloring contest for elementary students that's tobacco is a monster. So students are creating their own monsters, which I thought was a really great idea. And they've been working to promote My Reason to Write too. So guys, take advantage of this. Your local newspapers brag on the things that you're doing. This is a great way to just continue to educate people in your community and just spread the word. Good job, Berryville. Next is Mineral Springs, and Stephanie and I were just down in Mineral Springs a couple weeks ago, so we got to see you guys. And this is pictures from there. They had a father-daughter dance, and it was several different grades, but a great opportunity too to be able to do some outreach because you have students and parents there. They also do a mentoring program, and they're working with younger students to do lots of great things down in Mineral Springs. So very happy about that, you guys. And you see the pictures of the two students on the microphone. They had several students that took turns reading tobacco facts and statistics and talking about Project Prevent. And next we have Charleston. And Charleston has been working with, they have a local tobacco educator. Her name is Ashley. She's down there in the front that has been helping them on several different things. But at the moment, they're really focusing on trying to get the city of Charleston to adopt a comprehensive smoke-free citywide policy. So the whole city would be smoke-free. The lady in the center on the back row, her name is Barbara Cumpy, and some of you have gotten to know her through advocacy training, but she is the program manager for the Arkansas Tobacco Control Coalition, which is like the adult version of Project Prevent, and she's been helping them as well. Then I have a couple other pictures in Charleston from from Ashley presenting, and students also helping her present to other students with all of their great models. They have the healthy lung, and then the unhealthy lung, and the giant Mr. Gross Mouth, and that type of thing. There are people like Ashley all over the state that are able to do these presentations for your schools. So if you're interested, I can certainly connect you with the person that's in your county or in your area that would be able to do this for you guys as well. And then here are my new friends from Stuttgart, and these are some of the students that I got to meet the other day at Ready, Set, Record. They are working really closely with their school resource officers. They have a unique program there, and these students work with their officers to put their tobacco-free school signs not only on all of the campuses within their school district, but they also went to their private schools too. So I thought that was impressive. They're really kind of going outside the walls of their school, which is Stephanie's hometown too, so we kind of like them. And our new friends from Mountain Home. So Stephanie and I got to spend the weekend in Mountain Home, and we have some pictures from an event that some of them helped us with that I'll show you, but we got to hang out with some cool kids from Mountain Home Junior High. This is a picture where they were, again, putting out their tobacco-free school signs. I do still have some of these, and I have a note to mail some. I think they're going to Hamburg. Yes, I think that's right, Miss Howie. But anyway, we do still have some tobacco-free school signs if this is something that you guys haven't done yet. We just ask that instead of just putting out the signs, you be sure to work with your school resource officers or your school administrators or talk to your school board, because the purpose of it is to enforce this existing state law so that none of these products are used on your school campus. Some more pictures from Mountain Home. This is the rodeo. This is the rodeo that Stephanie and I, we put together an informational table and had some fun things for kids to do. We had a lot of fun with the students that came to help us from our Mountain Home Junior High chapter, but unfortunately we really didn't have the crowd there that we thought we would have. But we were so glad that you guys came out and hung out with us and we got to talk to you. And then let me go back one, because I want to point out that Chris, the picture at the top, was even able to speak to a group of adults about Project Prevent and about vaping and juuling too. So he did a great job. And that's a picture of our table there. And if you can kind of see the bottom picture, that's the rodeo arena was really right behind us. So we got to at least watch the rodeo while we were there. We had fun. And then the picture in the top is again from Mountain Home Junior High, and this is Miss Tawana Manning, who is another tobacco educator who's in their area, and she's visiting their classes. The blender is a mix of things that are found in cigarettes, so it's a really neat eye-opener, kind of great education piece that is available too. And then my favorite, these guys made signs for the boys' bathroom, because as we all know, juuling and vaping is happening in our bathrooms at our schools, unfortunately, and this is where you guys come in and can be so incredibly effective. I have to admit, when I first saw the sign, I didn't get it. I had to Google it. But that's perfect, because this sign wasn't intended for someone of my age. But I'm sure that all junior high, middle school, junior high, and high school students know who Default Skin Jonesy is. So yes, great job, guys. I loved these. And then Pinkston Middle School, which is in Harrison, had Miss Manning as well to do the blending of the ingredients of what are in tobacco products. Again, that's a really great activity. So I'm happy to, like I said, connect you guys with tobacco educators in your area that can do this as well. And Ashdown Junior High, so this is one of our swag teams, and they had an awesome event. This is just a few of the pictures that their advisor was able to, that their advisor sent me. But what I love the most about this is that they address tobacco use in many different ways, but you can tell in every single picture there's a student that's doing the education. So I was really impressed with this. I thought that your posters were great, your information was great, but the fact that it really was youth-led, fact-fed, just really warmed my heart. So great job, Ashdown. And then Hamburg Middle School, also, I'm really happy to see, well, I shouldn't say happy. It's sad to see that they're able to find so many tobacco products on their campus, but this is everywhere. I think if you remember last month, we had pictures that Bethel Middle School did this as well here in Bryant, and they found all kinds of tobacco litter on their school campus. So this is another important piece of enforcing that tobacco-free school policy, that state law. And you can show this to your school administrators, and keep, you're picking up trash, but you're keeping your cigarette litter separate, so you can show how much is actually going on there on your campus. So great job, Hamburg. And then I think this is the last one. This is in Arkadelphia, and they were able to work with their local tobacco educator as well to help bring in a couple of guest speakers. So Greg Bilby and Ronnie Trentham came to their school to talk about smokeless tobacco. This was during Through with Chew Week. Ronnie has battled oral cancer from using smokeless tobacco, as you can probably see in the picture. I was not able to go, but I've heard great things about this presentation. So if this is something that you all may be interested in as well, I can certainly share their contact information with you. And just to kind of give you guys some more ideas for spring projects, because we don't have a whole lot of time left, but just that school, campus, or a local park cleanup that includes collecting tobacco litter. And just be sure, like I said, wear gloves, of course, but keep that tobacco litter separate so that you can show that to your school leaders or your city leaders to help better enforce those policies. If you haven't already read your tobacco prevention books to elementary school students, that's always a fun and effective project. You have No Thanks But I'd Love to Dance, which is good for K through 2nd, as well as the Organ Wise Guys, Wendy the Lungs books. And then the Smoking Stinks book is good for about 2nd through 5th grade. So again, when you guys are doing this, just be sure to ask questions and get the students to talk with you about their thoughts and their feelings about smoking. Be sure that you're not ever making any of them feel bad that their parents or their grandparents are using tobacco products, because we know that, more than about a quarter of the adults in Arkansas smoke. So this is common here, unfortunately, and that's what we're trying to change. But we want the students to not feel like they should be ashamed of their parents or their grandparents, but that they also feel empowered to be able to talk to them about it and talk to them about quitting. And then anytime you have an opportunity within the community or within your school, any event where you could provide tobacco education, we have some handouts that we can always share, but if you need some more visuals like the lungs and the Mr. Grossmouth or that tobacco spin wheel, that type of thing, if you don't already have some of those, we can always get you connected with someone in your area where you can borrow those. And then if you were wanting to arrange to have a speaker visit your school, Greg and Ronnie, like I mentioned, that just came to Arkadelphia, or your local health educators, or if you have a champion within your area, maybe someone who had used tobacco for years and was able to quit, and you want to bring that person in to talk to students. And then Sean Burns, I didn't mention, he was our MC at Ready, Set, Record, and he is the cheer coach for the Razorbacks at the U of A, and he's great. He's full of energy. He does a really good job. But again, if you're interested in this, we can get you connected with any of these individuals. Okay, just a couple more things. I want to just remind you that we have some great jewel handouts that are from the American Lung Association. There's one that says what schools should know, one for what parents should know, and one for what teens should know. So each of these are front and back. I'll attach these as well to the email. And this is great information if you are having a table somewhere, or just information to put in your parent center or that type of thing. And then this handout we created for all of the schools within the state. We emailed this to every single school district, and it just focuses on jewel use in schools, about raising awareness, which is what you guys are really good at, what actions you can take, what resources are available, and then how you can connect with Project Prevent and other tobacco educators in your area. So just so you know, this is available too, and I'll attach that as well. And then Stephanie's going to tell you a couple more fun things that we have coming up.
So another one of the fun things that we've planned for this year is that we're going to be hosting a couple of the kids' days at the Arkansas Travelers game. And they have these each year, and there will be 2 in April. Both of these kids' days are on Wednesdays. The first one is April 17th, and the second one is on April 24th. So you can call or email the Travelers to reserve tickets, and we will also have some too that we'll be able to give away to chapters or anybody that's interested. And so the kids' days are just for, it's where they bus in a bunch of kids and bring a bunch of kids to the stadium. And you can kind of see some of it if you can see the screen, what it includes. And the kids will get a little snack and a hot dog and chips and something to drink. And then I think it's just going to be a lot of fun. We're really excited about it. So this is just one of the fun things that we have planned, that if you're interested in participating in this, then you can just use this information to reach out to the Travelers or email us with any questions that you have.
Great. And then one more exciting announcement, and we're almost done. We're going to try to stick to our time frame.
So it's finally time in the year for the Activism Awards. And so we will be accepting applications now for the Project Prevent Activism Award. Last year we only asked for written applications, but this year we want to accept or open up the opportunity for you to submit a short video if you would like. We think that's a way for you to get super creative. So you can either choose to submit the essay, or if you would like to choose to submit a short video. The official application will be attached to the March statewide meeting email this afternoon that we send out. And so you're eligible if you are any member of the project, of any registered Project Prevent chapters. And then the essay information is listed below too, 750 words or less. And then the video, just like short, 3 to 5 minutes. You can discuss your thoughts on tobacco and nicotine and the impact that you think it has on your community, and discuss that sorts of things. And then discuss your experience as being a member of your PPYC chapter. So again, we'll award for gold, silver, and bronze, which is first, second, and third places. And then again, the deadline for this is just April 17th.
Good. And we'll announce those winners at the May Project Prevent statewide meeting as well. So I know that we really kind of went fast and flew through a lot of information, but we will meet again in April. But I wanted to open it up for any questions. If anyone had any questions that's on the live call, you can either unmute your mic or you can type it into the chat. Or, of course, you can always call or email myself or Stephanie. I can't tell you how proud I am of the work that you guys are doing, and I almost hate for the school year to run out, because I feel like we still have so much more to do. But we'll just give a couple of minutes if anybody has any questions. And I'm really proud of us for sticking to our 30-minute time frame. That was not easy, but that's a great thing because we have so much going on and so many things to share. So good. Well, if anybody doesn't have any questions, oh, hold on, Kirby has typed something in. We're almost done with our My Reason to Write. Do we mail those to you? Yes, good question. So My Reason to Write, you can mail those directly to me, or you could submit them online. If I know some students will type them, so if you wanted to submit them online, you can do that as well through the website. There's a place where you scroll down to My Reason to Write, and then it says submit your entry here. But if you just want to scan them and email them to me, or mail hard copies in the regular mail, you can do that as well. We accept them in all forms. Great. Well, thank you guys. Those of you that were able to watch it live and call in now, and thank you in advance to everyone who watches the recording. Let us know if there's anything that we can do for you guys, and keep up the great work. All right. Thank you guys.